in chair. Winnie Massacre, everybody in the top. Yeah, I'm the Tilayan. Tilayan, yeah. Tilayan, 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 no, yeah, so Tilayan, they're running one song. FDITO, running the best. Tilayan, about Tilayan. Monday, Yada, Francis Lamayo, Monday, Yada. William Manning, VP, the William Manning, Madam Wayne, you say what I'm on Wayne. Daniel, one level, Daniel Baglu, lose everything. Moya Kanya Ruja, Sina in Yaluba, India, Monatileyo. Alex, don't see about the treasure of Sabwa forever. The Quibli, the Sewan, Project Manager, Dia Raji, National Point, Alex Tote, Secretary General, Sabwa forever, USA. Abanwo, Daniel Samuel, the Babayo, Yansia, no, I'm the Ramo, Bajaruya, Naya, Damosia, do I'm the Ramo, Ajaruya, now in the Dubai, Ravi Sally, Chaplain, Daniel Wangwe, I'm the Obudu Joy, Shirley Sneh, you coordinator, on the beat. Francis Clamayo, Tawa Porebo, and Nanya de Quibli, I'm J. Obudu Josh. About you, Black Rasara, August 16, 2025. Adiam Bielman. Adiam Biel, Mayano, Niam Biel, Mayano, Niam Biel, Niam Biel, Niam Biel, Niam Biel, Niam Biel, Mayano, Niam Biel, Mayano, Vivi Manamo, Niam Biel, then your people. Yeah, on West on the Penny, India Bell, on West on the Yana, India Bell, on West on the China, India Bell, Mayano, India Bell, Mayano, on your way, Mayano, run away, I know, money none what goes on the money out where the good one on your son, money none what goes on the Maya, and the club, one way the war. No job, they get that on Google. Money on the gates, one man with you. With your money, we want the work for VP. India Bell, and West Yonder, where you are. And West when the chair we are. Yambell, Mamma, no swim, Yambell, Mamma, no swim, then India, no swim, Yambell. Mano way, mano you aka. When you say monkey, they mano say mo. When you say daddy, they mano say daddy way. Patrick man you at you. India Bell, I know.
Hello, Dad.
Yes. Hello, my son. Have you heard the biggest news in town?
No, Dad. What's going on?
Listen, son. After a free, fair, and transparent election that brought Mr. William Manning as president, we are gearing up for the grand inauguration program of the United Shakeup Association in the America.
Wow. When and where is the inauguration, Dad?
Son, the grand inauguration program is happening on April 11, 2026 at the Hilton Garden Inn, 4351 17th Avenue South, Fargo, North Dakota, 58103.
Is Mr. Manning the only one taking office?
No, son. He won't be alone. Joining him are Madam Oliver Swart, Vice President.
Madam Viva Smith Ma, National Chairperson.
Madam Doris Kofa, Treasurer. Madam Rachel Skade, Financial Secretary. Reverend Nathaniel Gata Sr., General Secretary. And Reverend Boto Sedi Champlain. And of course, Dr. Father Saint Tali, our board chairperson, will be in attendance.
So that, who is the chairperson of the program?
Chilson, with your many questions, the chairperson is no other than Madam Tina Manning. And trust me, this inauguration will be gigantic.
Thank you, Dad, for the information.
You are welcome, son. Yes, indeed. April 11, 2026 in Suffolk will be the place to be as the United States Association in the America inaugurates its newly elected officials. Don't forget, Darke Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, will be there. And when you get there, tell him that our sagacious success Bolue sent you.
The United States Association in the Americas.
Racing higher, shining brighter. April 11, 2026, Faku, North Dakota. Don't miss it.
Audio Jungle.
Hey, hold on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, your one-stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, and your brilliant co-host, Shirley Sneh. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight, sports, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Christian Tababo, Patrick Bolue, Sarah Ellis, Sam Walker, and sagacious success Bolue. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday, and you know why? We bring the conversation to you. Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, where your voice matters.
Audio Jungle.
Hey, Patrick,
Yeah,
are you hearing me now?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, now I was having technical. I don't know what was going on just now. All right, but the audio good now?
Yeah, it's very good.
All right, good. All right, perfect. Yeah, I still trying to manage the two screens. It helps a lot. Okay, guys. Welcome back to Patrick and Esoteric again. Good afternoon to all of you. We are happy to be back here. Sorry for the technical glitch. It's from Facebook. It's not in our control. Yeah, so we don't know what caused the screen to just abruptly to go off on Facebook. All right, so Patrick, like we're doing, let me share this breaking news with our followers, and we'll be right back. All right, no, that's not what I want, Mr. Noah. It's not the person that I want right now. So this is what I want. I don't know how I hit that. All right, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe here in the Diaspora with Patrick and Esoteric. The other panelists they will join hopefully today. If not, hey, we are fine. Yeah, but the breaking news is Patrick, the superintendent destiny of Sinoe County has been confirmed, and that's what we're about to talk about. And then we had the technical glitch. Go ahead. I mean, how the process unfolded back home.
But yeah, so Harris Arizona Naslawian has been confirmed as the 50th superintendent of Sinoe, son of late Senator Harrison Slawian. He served as senator from 1997 to 2003 on the child status proportionate representative government. He himself, prior to his appointment as superintendent, he lived in Sana before moving to the U.S. with his mother, who is now deceased. He also rests in peace. He served at the local county level as county coordinator for Legis. Was always with the politics. His father also contested the 2005 senatorial elections and was defeated. He has always been home. Yeah. Every year he will come home, go to the county, making donations to schools, making donations to communities, and he has always been engaged. So his nomination was highly welcome or has been highly welcomed by many people because he is not stranger to the county and he knows the issues affecting the county. Now that he has been confirmed, expectation rises very high that he is going to do some magic because the county is almost broken, as another donkey put it, in a metaphorical analogy. The county is dead. So the tax to resuscitate the county, to resurrect the county, to bring it back to life, to revive the county now becomes his responsibility. And so now with his confirmation, we hope he'll be proceeding to the county anytime soon. And maybe hopefully he may start active work in 2026 because the year is almost gone. Maybe before he takes office, before he adjusts himself with the system, the records, the turnover notes on the decks, and everything we have to do before he does those things and before they all complete, maybe the year will have elapsed. So we can hopefully see action coming early 2026 or in the middle of 2026.
All right, Patrick, thank you. Yeah, I think that's a good thing for Sinoe County. Myself personally, I know Mr. Slawian. Politically, during the campaign, he was on the other side with Senator TJ. But that what makes democracy beautiful, right? We don't all have to agree to exist in the same political space or in the same political environment. So when the brother got nominated by the president, he reached out to me. Patrick, you want to put yourself on mute, please? Yes, he reached out and he said, "Oh, Dad, I'll set out this forum, and also we can put all the even though I don't like that term, the intellectuals, of Sinoe County, so that we can all brainstorm how to push the agenda of the county." I thought that was a good start. Let's see whether he'll be consistent with that. We need everybody buy in to resuscitate, like you already indicated. Our senator said Sinoe County is dead. No, let me think about it. He said totally dead. So that Mr. Slewin has an arduous task. The task before him is gigantic. To resuscitate. I know resuscitation is the right word here. Because when somebody is, if you want to resuscitate somebody, that means that person still has life, right? But this one is resurrection. So the superintendent will have to perform some sort of religious, abracadabra here to resurrect the county before you start to do the actual work. But we want to say congratulations to Mr. Slewin. We wish him all the best. We are here to lend our support. We want Sinoe County to do great. We like what Sylvia Tyler is doing at the Port of Greenville. And we want the superintendent to go there as well to work with the city mayor. The city mayor should start working because our county, this capital city, is a total mess. So we try to clean out the city. Make sure that things start to, the third regional county in the country to look better, So we wish the brother well. Patrick, that's it. Quickly, let's do a shout out again to our sister, Madam Balayan. She celebrated her birthday, Rosetta. So we want to say happy birthday to you again. We wish you all the best. All right, Patrick, we don't have time here to waste. We did an announcement of the passing of the father of the Delaware chair lady, Francis Doe. Her father passed away in Liberia, and our sympathy out to the family. Also, the assistant chair lady of the Minnesota chapter, Mistress Sadie, our brother also passed away. We don't have the picture, but we want to say our sympathy out to the family. All right, so Patrick, those are quick things that we want to get out of the way here. Let me get some of the things here before I get this combobulator and repeat the same thing. All right, so let's get to the first major talking point here now that we cleared the way for our superintendent. Let's see. So, Patrick, one of the big topics that is trending right now in Liberia is this right here. But before then, too, it's a breaking news. So we'll be right back. All right, Patrick, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Voice of Sinoe. Patrick and Esoteric here. So, Patrick, the big topic right now that is trending in the country is this alleged, exchange. I don't know what you want to call it exchange. The president of the Republic of Liberia and the United States struck the deal when other people. I read about the Garcia guy. The MS-13, allegedly a member of the MS-13. Yes, it's a huge issue here. So, but Patrick, I want you, from the perspective of Liberia, I want to talk about it. What are you hearing in Liberia? Give your perspective. I will share information with you as well, what I learned about Mr. Garcia. Go ahead. And this breaking news about extension of Liberia visa service to the U.S.
Well, from the day Garcia's deportation to Liberia was announced, he has been met with mixed reactions. Really, people have raised serious security concerns about his coming to Liberia following, allegations of his link to a criminal gang, in El Salvador. The MS-13, as well as the U.S. State Department allegation against him, as well as the U.S. Department allegation against him, facing detention on similar allegation. So many citizens are very concerned. If the United States that is so sophisticated, that have all the security details inside, to monitor criminals, if it cannot contain such men, if it doesn't want such men, what capacity Liberia have, for the 29-year-old Garcia? Who is going to be roaming around? In fact, in the United States, he's on detention. He has been on detention. And from one detention to the other. In Liberia, he will not be in detention. He will be a free man who monitors his communications line, who monitors, what he does in the community, who he talks to, who monitors where he goes, and everything. So that's one side of it. So people are very concerned, and some are not happy with the idea or the gesture. On the other hand, also, well, Liberia is a land of freedom. Liberia is a land, of lingo. Liberia is a land of liberty, where people are oppressed or suppressed, or where people are marginalized, or where people are given some different kind of treatment. Liberia is a safe haven for all peoples of color. Who suffer different, acts of discriminations. So yes, Liberia welcomes it. A lot of people welcome it as a good news for Liberia because Liberia will be opening her doors to new culture, new dynamics, new individuals, and perhaps new nationality. And in other words, this gesture perhaps could not have opened doors for Liberians, you know, reciprocal reward for the United States, extending non-immigrant visa entry from 12 months to long 36 months. So now, with this gesture, Liberians can go to the United States, stay there for as long as 36 months, organize themselves, put things together, and get opportunities and come back and keep growing again. So it has all been mixed reaction, and we know I learned from my research in fact I understand his deportation is due on the 31st or beyond. But I don't know how soon, but anytime soon this nigga will be in Liberia, and who knows? He's a married man. Maybe he coming with his wife or and somebody's husband to be in Liberia. If I just say that.
Yeah, Patrick, I want to say something real quick here for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in my personal view, I think it's a two-way street. Yes, most Liberians are given accommodation in other countries. Yes, most Liberians are treated as humans in other countries. Liberians are given opportunities to work, to stay, and to school in other countries. I mean, Liberia should not also hesitate to provide similar gesture to individuals who feel threatened, who feel oppressed, who feel suppressed, who feel marginalized and discriminated against in other countries to come to Liberia and for refuge. Mandela came here when he was being suppressed. So, Liberia was a safe haven for black, for victims of the apartheid regime. Liberia was safe haven for colonial, colonial victims in other African countries. All of them came here for refuge. They came here to seek help. So I think this nigga from Salvador, Abrego Garcia, I believe is coming perhaps if only we can put in place more security details, it would be of great help. Or other than that, we don't know.
All right, Patrick, let me chime in here. Let me chime in. Thank you for your take. Um, you put yourself on mute, please. Yeah, so here's what I think, Patrick. First of all, I understand Liberia was established for people that were oppressed to get safe haven. So liberty and the free land of the free and all those different cliches we heard. But Patrick, I personally think Liberia should not be used as a dumping site for the United States. Garcia is from El Salvador. Okay, if anything, if Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric does something in the U.S., they will not send me to El Salvador. They will not send me to another country. They have to send me from where I am from. The idea that this guy own country cannot accept him, and they want to send him to Liberia. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. I don't see it. Okay, now let's look at who is this guy, at least from the context of the United States. Here's the U.S. website we are on right here, Homeland Security, right? You can see it right here, and it says the real story. Kilmer Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gang member with a history of violence. Okay, so this is what the Homeland Security put on their website about the guy that is sent to Liberia. Okay, this was released April 16, 2025. And here's some of the facts. I want to look at the facts they listed on this on their website, what you have to know about him. They say number one, when Garcia was arrested, he was found with rolls of cash and drugs. That's the first part they listed, the Homeland Security listed here. They put a picture here when they first arrested him, right? They got rolls of cash and drugs with him. Second fact they listed here, fact number two, he was arrested with two other members of MS-13 when he was arrested, right? And they put all the details here. I'm not going to go through all of that, but I want to share the facts that the Homeland Security they put on their website about Garcia. All right. When the police arrested him, the report right here, they put all the details here in Maryland. That's where they arrested him at the Home Depot, parking lot when they got pulled over. Okay. Fact number three, they listed here. It said when arrested, he was wearing a sweatshirt with rolls of money covering the ears, the mouth, and eyes of presidents of various currency denominations. This is known. This is a known MS-13 gang symbol of see no evil, hear no evil, and say no evil. Okay, that's what it means. So fact number four, they listed on the Homeland Security website about Garcia, right? They say two judges found that he was a member of MS-13. That finding has not been disturbed. All right, they said that. Number five, fact number five, they listed. Intelligence reports found that he was involved in human trafficking. Okay, that's what the Homeland Security listed for him. Number six, fact number six, he is an illegal alien from El Salvador. Okay, they say he's illegal. Number seven, fact number seven, they listed. He claimed to fear of being returned to El Salvador because he will be prosecuted by MS-13's rival gang, Barrio 18. Okay, so another gang, he said, when they send him back home, another gang, you'll be killed. Basically, you'll be prosecuted by that other gang group. That's the excuse. They used the word he claimed, right? He claimed. That's what he said. Number eight, fact number eight, the list there on the Homeland Security. They said Jennifer Vasquez. Hopefully I got her name right. It doesn't matter. Garcia's wife, Garcia's wife petitioned for an order of protection against him. She claimed he punched her, scratched her, and ripped off her shirt and bruised her. All right. His wife reported this to the police. Okay. So these are some of the facts they listed. If you have time, go on the Homeland Security website, and they got all the details about this guy. They listed at least 8 facts about him. All right. That he is a criminal. All right. And this is the guy that U.S. is allowing. I mean, Joseph Boakai, our leaders are so weak. They don't want to do stuff for their country. They don't want to straighten out the country. So they need 36 months visa in exchange for a criminal, a gangster. All right. Given the condition of our country, the borders are porous. Right now, they cannot control the drugs that are coming to the country. And Patrick, Joseph Boakai is absorbing somebody who is a criminal. He has not been persecuted in the U.S. He entered the U.S. illegally. Okay? Somebody who entered the U.S. illegally and he was engaged into drugs, all the facts that were listed on the website. And Joseph Boyka and his government, they're accepting such a man in our country. When the man can assault his own wife and she sought protection against him, why would a country take the man? Why would Liberia? Why Joseph Boyka and his team, they would take such a man? The man is a dangerous man. MS-13 is one of the notorious gang groups in the world. And this is the guy that we are taking for visa because we don't want to get things right. We don't want to do the right thing for our country, for the citizens to enjoy. So we need visa to leave our own country to have better life. Patrick, this is what happens when you have all men that are in their 80s. I mean, when they were in their 40s, they did not do anything for their people, and they are 80 years old, and we still get them in power. This is what you do. They put your life, because this man is gone. Joseph Boyka is always, he's not with us anymore. So what does he do? The young generation, the people that are, we call them Zokos in Liberia right now, they bring in an advanced, a sophisticated gang drug dealer to come and roam around in the country. This is terrible. This is bad leadership for Liberia. So terrible news. I'm seeing the information minister here is dancing about this. Patrick, you share that video. Let me play for our audience. She is dancing about exchanging criminal for 36-month visa. And that is a good thing. Let's play the woman dancing about it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank God. At this time,
wow.
and they're telling everybody that
When they're putting people money, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coordinating all of this, Dean.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Patrick, what do you make of that video?
So, you know, the nation is a failed state. Besides being a failed state, the nation is not normal. Liberia is not a normal country. So sometimes we, the citizens, behave abnormal. Now, for me, on the principle of international humanitarian laws, Liberia is in a better position to play host to anybody who feels threatened in the country. The same way the United States
who
was
threatens the guy in the U.S.? Who threatened in the U.S.?
I'm coming. The same way in the 90s and the 2000s, the American government opened arms to all Liberians. And, you know, whether they were rebels, they were not rebels. I mean, everybody was trooping into the United States. And today, we have a very good number of Liberians in the United States. They went there during the war years. Some of them were ex-combatants, some of them were victims, and everybody mixed. So, if America can open arms to Liberians can open arms to other people to come. The only concern I have here is whether Liberia has the security sophistication to monitor this man's movement, his communications, as well as his activities. If the Liberian government does, if it has, no problem, then he can. Besides that, this is not big news for any civilized nation. But because Liberia is a failed state, it becomes a big news. When you look, in other countries, I mean, visa is not in news. And for example, I mean, in former British colonies, I'm told, and from research, people in Sierra Leone, in Ghana, in Nigeria, I mean, they almost like you take a bag and you say today you want to leave from Maryland to go to Minnesota or Philadelphia. You go to the airport, and you fly. And it's only in Liberia the issue of visa is so important to us. And because our country has nothing to offer us. 36 months, but again, their work visa extension, it does not benefit the ordinary man. It doesn't benefit Patrick Gmk. It does not benefit the least man who is economically deranged. It does not benefit the man who doesn't even have $1,000 in his account. It does not benefit any common man. It benefits the very elites, the government officials who go to the US every now and then for visit, who go to America on occasions for programs. They are the ones who will enjoy it. It's not running by in 12 months. At least that will be running by in 36 months. So it's an achievement for the ordinary man, for the common man. It is an achievement for the elites, for the ruling class, and for those who are economically impotent. And so I don't see anything to jest about. I don't see anything to celebrate. I mean, it's just an ordinary thing, and those who are celebrating, those are the UN, maybe the diplomats. Maybe the diplomats can celebrate it, but what impact it has on the ordinary man who will go to the US embassy, go for interview and get denied. Every 10 person about interview in the US embassy, only one person is accepted. What is that? Is that news? It's not news. Every 50 person about interview in the US embassy, for example, from that only 5 persons are getting visa. So what is that? Well, the rest of them, they pay for the visa, the money leaves there. So the only thing it does, in other words, it gives the US government more money because more people will go apply for visa that they want to get, and their money will leave visa. So for me, I don't see it as any win. I don't see it as anything big. I don't see it as anything that puts the children of this, or that open factories, or that put money in the account of Liberians. No, it's not anything for me.
Patrick, I think we got to look at it. Yes, I personally have problem. I don't have issue with Liberia accepting other citizens or other human beings or other countries. I have no issue with that. It's the kind of people that we accepting that what I have problem with, because you're talking about, yes, in the 90s, Liberia and America and other countries, they accepted Liberians. I agree with you. But you said there were war years. Okay. So say, for example, there was war going on in the US and that brother sought refuge in Liberia, I will have no issue with it. If there is war going on in El Salvador and he sought refuge in Liberia, I will have no problem. But no, there is no war going on in El Salvador. There is no war going on in the US. So why you want to accept against the country that is far more sophisticated than Liberia will accept such a man? Okay, so that's what my issue is, Patrick. We shouldn't be the dumping site for America and other countries. That's what my issue is. But we can transition. Let's transition to another thing. But again, like I said before, we transition. The other side of the coin, right? There are Liberians here that are helping their family members in Liberia. They're sending money and stuff back home. So the extension here, because we call them the TPS people here, right? So the extension is for help to their family and the entire country. These people, they are working here and they are sending, we call them remittances and stuff back home. So if you look at it, that's a good thing from that perspective. But I'm looking at the guy we are exchanging, because our children are not sophisticated back home. Do we seek like you said, the interests of those that don't have permanent status in the US and jeopardize a whole generation of young people in Liberia? So the question is a fair deal. If you ask me, it's not a fair deal. Putting, a lot of young people who are already called Zokos and the population is growing in Liberia, and adding a sophisticated gangster So that pile, I mean, just that it's a pile of cane that's just waiting to explode.
And to give you a supporting view, in fact, to agree with you on the other hand, Nigeria was once a peaceful country without any internal security threat. But today, I mean, Boko Haram, since 2009, has been waging terror on Nigerians. In Somalia, Somalia was once a peaceful country. Al-Shabaab is there waging terror on Somalis. I mean, who knows? Maybe Al-Shabaab killing about you one man, or who knows? Boko Haram killing about you one man. Go to talk about Al-Qaeda. Or man, Al-Qaeda may have started you one person. You're talking about the guys right now in Afghanistan. What they call themselves? The Taliban. All right. So I agree with you. One man can start a terrorist organization in the country and it grows bigger and beyond. I mean, and beyond control. You are right. I agree with you on this one.
All right, Patrick, let's transition here quickly. Another breaking news from the country. Let's get to that quickly. We'll be right back. All right, Patrick. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, Patrick, the big one here from Liberia, the first time, I think, since the assumption of power in the country, the president gave some official the acts. So, again, saying you were on the ground, I mean, a minister proper was fired. Let's speak today. What's your view? What's going on in the country? What led the president to this? I mean, should I call it a radical move? What's going on in the country? Go ahead, Patrick.
So in the first place, the government president Waka formed, like a CDC, in 2018. The government president Waka formed in 2024 was an alliance government or a coalition government, meaning different political parties supported you and you came to power, so you gave people position. So, as a means of paying back the political parties, you appoint key individuals in their party that supported. So, people that women pay and others who were appointed, came from a kind of political background. Okay, and then it also comes from the backdrop that the president has a prerogative to appoint, and he also has a specific period to also dismiss or suspend or fire. So the president did exactly that in line with the Constitution. Now, what it does is that shaking up the government, it brings efficiency. Yeah, it brings efficiency. Oh God.
Patrick, are you there?
Yeah, it brings efficiency. So I always mean you are found culpable of something illegal, or women pay the Minister of Lands and Mines and Energy. I mean, he said nothing about it. No statement beyond it. All right. So the president didn't constitutional authority. He also dismissed the deputy minister for research and planning at the Ministry of Education, and he also dismissed the assistant minister for mines at the Ministry of Lands, Mines, and Energy. Now, he has replaced them with immediate effect. Besides that, the president requested the retirement of the managing director of the Liberia Airport Authority. Okay, so it's a message. So the man should go for retirement. In that same vein, the president has also appointed somebody in that position. The president also accepted the resignation of the board of directors, the chairman of the board of directors of the Liberia Airport Authority. So all of these are meant to strengthen the government. So Even a good player sometimes will have a time to leave the field for other players to come. And I think the president he sets the government on the right trajectory with this one. And that was one of the things that President we have to do, for which the government was widely criticized. Even it is permissible on the parties of good governance to shuffle or reshuffle performing officials. So, example, uh, that is performing extremely well at the Ministry of Information. The president can say, okay, you know what? Look at the Ministry of Information with your skills and ideas. Your experience. Go to maritime based on your experience also to a maritime operations to improve the system here. It happened with very broad. Very broad want to make to Monrovia City Corporation. She performed brilliantly well. The president took her from there, took her to the transport sector, then took her from there, took her to GFA, from GFA, took her to IEC, when President Weah came, President Weah became a GFA. At the same time, you are working, I mean, as an assistant in other operation in LEC, the health ministry, some certificates, passport section, and other things. So I think President Walker sets the right to maker, and I think we should all welcome it and critique. Many people are criticizing it, but it means nothing. However, in conclusion, following the president's action, the wife of Raymond Paye, the dismissed Minister of Mines and Energy, Comfort Paye, she came right in 1 minute time on the same page to say, thank you, Ma'am Hotman, for choosing integrity over wealth. Yeah, in summary, she said, thank you, Ma'am Hotman, for choosing integrity over wealth. Nigeria are proud of you. We are proud of you. What they suggest to us? The statement suggests to us that also Mr. P, as rich the universal aid, and as conservative as it is, who knows or who could think maybe Mr. P was being pressured or was being coerced or was being encouraged to engage in acts in miracle of his office in some area due, for example, maybe getting kickback or getting contracts or licenses for certain powerful individuals in the government so that they can go and exploit the mineral resources of the country. And so I think perhaps the refusal to adhere to such pressure or to part of such pressure perhaps may have led to his dismissal abruptly without any prior notice.
Everybody, thank you. My thing is, the president can fire all he wants. But you see, Patrick, you, as a president, at least when you ask me, when you are coming, you spell out a vision, right? If I'm not seeing concrete steps in the implementation of your vision, then going after ministers, okay, this is a man who ran on the arrest agenda. And the first letter in that arrest agenda is called agriculture. After 1 or almost 2 years in office, I would have expected Mr. Joseph Boyka to have farming implements, machines and tractors, those things, to be in the country by now. I don't see anything with agriculture, okay? So going after Wilmer Paye and those people, I don't know how you're going to bring fruition your agenda, all right? Again, if the man, we don't know exactly what the man did for which he got the axe, but I think the president, he can fire all the people he wants, If when we're in school back in the day, we say Patrick, when chicken white, it white. No matter what you do, you fire. If you can't do it in 43 years, the chances are you might not get it done in 6 years. Okay, so I don't see the steps. You're talking about roads. The man wants to build roads, and all they are doing right now is, I mean, patching holes. And they say that's, I mean, getting Liberia on the red path when you are just patching roads, and the roads after it rains and the whole place just mud. So I don't see serious action from the president that he's serious about. I mean, the arrested Jenna. I mean, I was looking at I had this press conference I was listening to by the Senate Pro Tem, Youngly Kanga Lawrence. And I mean, since Ellington, they said, for example, Honor Joseph Boyka, they gave over $10 million to renovate the executive mansion. And up to now, we are in 2025. After 12 years, Joseph Boyka now in power. They gave over $10 million. The executive mansion can be completed. Okay? And this man is now in power and firing people, and he thinks that will solve the problem. It's the lack of vision for the country, because the guys going to write these things when they are running for office. It's not something that they are convicted. They have, what? I must do this. When you are a child, this is what I want to do, and I must do it. When they are running for office, that's when they grab this thing. You have Jawia giving you the PAPD, Ellen will give you Propo agenda. Those are political slogans. They give it to you, they get in power, that thing goes, and with the new team, they prepare their own, and they talk, they fool the people. It just so, Patrick, let us not waste on the scene. If this is, I call it a political bluff, Liberia will still remain where it is until we have real leaders that actually care, that will not take criminals in exchange for visa, and they say they're doing so for their country. When Liberia is doing good, Patrick, you don't need to take criminal in exchange for visa. No. The people who want to, those of us are here, who want to leave from here and go back home, But because the leaders are not serious. And so you have to find a way to stay in a foreign land, and you fight over visa, stuff, and celebrate. And the lady actually kissing the Paye. I don't know. That was a little strange to me when I watched the video. I mean, I don't know what the wife would think, the woman kissing the man like that, that's a little strange. But Patrick, let's go to the next thing I want to talk about on the show today. That's what trending. Now, this.
Can I share? Can I back you up? Let me back you up for thoughts. You see, sometimes Liberia, America will be 250 next year, and Liberia will be 100 and.
We're 78 now, 178 years.
Okay, so Liberia will be 179, 179 next year. So if you move 179 from 250, I mean, if you move 179 from 250, you will have, a very minimum year between the United States and Liberia. Okay, you have less than 200 years between the United States and Liberia. So the point I'm making is, small country like Mali, just recently, Mali pull out a diplomatic challenge against the United States after America fired at her to say, you know what, for you to come to our country, you will need a surety, a visa surety of $10,000. All right, what did Mali do? Mali fire back and say, okay, no problem. We have the largest war tourism, sites in the world. As per UNESCO record. But if you are coming to our country too, if a citizen are coming to our country too, they have to pay $10,000. What happens the next day, the following day? America replies, say, okay, you know what, no problem, we feel free. Let's go ahead.
All right, so Patrick, thank you for. Is that Mali or Burkina Faso?
It's Mali.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the other important topic here as well. This one I want to talk about. I'll play the video, and I want to decode. I call it decoding Speaker Coon's metaphorical elephant. Okay, Let me play the video and we can decode what the speaker said. Let me get to the video quickly.
Specific location that we came from. I hope that other people in the Southeast will not feel bad because I'm about to concentrate on Buto. So when you know your root, you can get all the blessings. In 2014, by that time, nobody know me. So I went in the bush and I killed the elephant and came back. The time I came first, I was also coffee I was catching, so nobody got that for me. But I went, struggled a few months ago in the largest forest of the Southeast. And we're about to bring down one of the greatest elephants of time. Brought that elephant down, now I've gotten the elephant. These are the gentlemen, honorable members, that legitimize the elephant that brought today. In the house, we write you numbers.
Patrick, the elephant is there. The man went in the Southeast and brought down the greatest elephant of all time. That's the speaker. Patrick, the man is speaking metaphorically. The man is speaking figuratively. The man is speaking in parables and riddles. So I want us to decode. That's what I say, decoding Speaker Cohn's metaphorical elephant. Okay? I want to decode the elephant here that the man is talking. I don't know what kind of elephant. Maybe you know. Let me bring Sam here. Hey, Sam, how are you? Yeah, the man connection is not too good. All right, let's see whether you get settled down back there. So Patrick, the greatest elephant of all time is there. The speaker made a presentation. He showed some of the people that participated in legitimizing the elephant that they killed. Patrick, what kind of elephant are we talking about here?
Yeah, so the elephant is the position of speaker in his figurative analogy. It is the position of speaker. And who occupied that position of speaker earlier before the death of the elephant? All right. Who was sitting on the elephant's back? It was J. Franti Kofa on the Southeast. So if he said he went into the forest of the Southeastern region, he simply meant that the 6 counties in the Southeastern region, held the speakership at that time. And so he convinced Sinoe, he got one from Sinoe, he got 2 from Maryland, he got 2 from Grand Gedeh, he got 1 from Granco, he got 1 from River State, and River G. Yeah, so went around. So those were the men that formed the coalition of elephant hunters, to go for the elephant. And so they kind of getting the elephant there, they first of all kind of make sure Franti Kofa was removed. All right. So removing Franti Kofa was the fight. And getting Franti Kofa out was the elephant they have got. And so the elephant now is what he took home to his people. The elephant now is what he took home to his people. So it's almost like John's oil wasting on John's palm and on John's rice. Grand Crew came from on Sinoe. All right, Grand Crew came from on Sinoe and Maryland. So he took it from Francisco from Grand Crew. He's a crewman, Francis a crewman. So yes. So that the elephant does so. Why he meant? He fought Francisco, he got it to him from Francisco, and he's now taking to Sinoe County from Grand Crew.
So Patrick, just to be clear, is Fulanti Kofa the elephant?
Fulanti Kofa is the elephant. Yeah, he was the elephant. He was the elephant.
Okay. So can we say now?
Elephant.
So can we say now? Patrick, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, when he said the greatest elephant of all time, the greatest elephant of all time, you are referring to Fulanti Kofa, indirectly. That's why he spoke parable. The reason why he spoke parable, he was trying to refer to Fulanti Kofa, but he had to be very indirect, so it doesn't appear like, because they say you can't sit by the Bokobo Hill and talk about the Tabadu. All right, so it's a cool thing, cool blood in all of them. So you could not be direct, and before a group of cool people telling them that maybe he fought his brother, but rather you got to go metaphorical by saying, I fought the elephant, I killed the elephant, and now I got the elephant.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Patrick. Sam, are you there? Are you hearing us?
I think I think I've been trying to get to the platform. This is Liberia, and whenever I say this is Liberia, these are kind of things that we pass through, to make sure that we contribute to the national platform, and thereby making our people to understand what what approach. So these are the challenges I want to go through, because some people, or decision maker people policy maker, when they are discussing things, they don't want to just keep them doing the certain of what I feel, and most of what we say on the platform, what you put for, it may not reach vast majority of the people, and I'm putting it out because the system in our country, vast majority of people have information. This is why sometimes we keep quiet. Because if you want to discuss policy, the internet war, internet connectivity war, to give our information. So this is the thing. Sometimes we keep mute on these things, even though over the past years we've been away, we were out. We on the other side doing professional work, and but before that, what about challenges we are with labor? So now I think we are back on the platform, and it has to do with the transformation of our people. It has to do with the transformation of the people of Great Dubai. It has to do with the transformation of the people of the district number 3, the Sapo region, the Juaz zone, the Wakaba, the rest of the district.
Sam,
yeah.
Are you following the topic that we are talking about? We're talking about the speaker visit in the southeast, and he spoke in the parable talking about he killed the elephant and carried the elephant to Sinoe County. So I just wanted to stick to that topic right now. What do you make of? Maybe let me play that video one more time. It's a short video, so maybe you can listen to.
Specific location.
You have to play that.
I hope that other people in the Southeast will not feel bad because I'm about to concentrate on Buto. So when you know your root, you can get all the blessing. Year 2014, by that time, nobody know me. So I went in the bush, and I killed the elephant and came back. The time I came first, I was also coffee I was catching, so nobody got that for me. But I went, struggled a few months ago in the largest forest of the southeast. And we're about to bring down one of the greatest elephants of time. Brought that elephant down. Now I've gotten the elephant. These are the gentlemen, almost members, that legitimize the elephant I brought today. In the house, we write two numbers.
Okay, Sam, did you hear him? Yeah, that man connection is not too good, so we're killing the vibe. So Patrick, here's my take though. Let's see, let me try. The guy is still struggling, his connection is not too good. So Speaker Kuhn is bragging about, let me try Sam one more time and see. He's not, okay. So the speaker is bragging about killing this metaphorical elephant. All right. But I'm listening to the language, Patrick. First of all, like you already spelled out, you stated, the man is before the crew people. And so he didn't want to call Speaker Kofa's name directly. I mean, even though the people already know. So he said he killed this elephant. And he said, the elephant that I got right now, right? So the elephant, Patrick, if you ask me, is the covers, the resources of the Liberian people. Because you have to understand when he spoke, he said, you know what? No offense to the other people in Sinoe County, but I am above to focus on Buto. Okay? So what that means is he has access to the resources of the Liberian people. And so he is about to focus on Buto, where he is from right now. Before then, he has been lawmaker. He did not focus on Buto. But now he is about to focus on it because now he got the resources. Because every fiscal year they will put millions of dollars in the budget for Kuhn. So now you're about to focus. And he just told you there are people that legitimized the elephant. But nevertheless, the people, their areas they came from, wherever they hail from, he doesn't care. The fact of the matter is, these people, they have worked and they point in the elephant room where he has access to the resources now. And so now he can use the resources to develop his place. Forgetting about where Romeo Kuya came from. Forgetting about where Samson Weah came from. Forgetting about all the other people that supported him to get the elephant. Now, right now, his focus is Buto. First of all, Patrick, that is so divisive. A man who is the third person in the Republic of Liberia, and he's only telling you, you know what, guys, even though you're helping to legitimize the elephant, to get the elephant that I got right now, I don't care about where you're coming from. I don't care about the rest of the country. All I care about right now is where I'm from. Before then, I was catching the crayfish, but now I got the real money right now. So I'm about to focus on my place. It is sad, Patrick, that the leaders of our country will be thinking in the faction. They see the country resources as elephant meat where they can go get their share. And they are not thinking about holistically developing the country. They are talking about, you know what, the town, the village I'm from, that is my focus. It's sad, Patrick. that leaders will talk like this. These guys are sectionalists, they are tribalists, they are not nationalists. Okay? A nationalist would think about the country. A patriot would think about the country. But when you start to think about the little village and little clan and little tribal group that you are from, you are horrible. You just telling me who you are. Okay? So the guy is not a good leader. He's not thinking about the country as a whole. He's thinking about where he's from, Buta. He got the elephant now. He got the resources of the Liberian people, and he can use it. Sam, what is your take? The man got the elephant. I mean, something we actually forget it on. Right now, my concentration is Buta. Go ahead, Sam.
Dyke.
Yes.
Patrick, are you getting me?
Yeah, Claire, go ahead.
Oh, well, I think the message was resonating. The speaker of the 55th legislature, seeing his into that area, I think the onset of this analysis of political analysis, you fathom that yes, indeed, I started from in my district, running beyond people who think, they can with me and they can compete with me. Then already. So now I'm at a higher height. That the element, of the element, the land, the leper, and you think about other bad, which in the jungle. But I think the element, is placed in the dungeon of hope when it comes to survivability. So if you made mention of element, you're talking about the evil that God gave for the copper. Though there were some political, the executive at the time, in politics. Father, you the district number 11 law before and vote again. I mean, the EU that so I mean that message is clear.
Sam, Sam, is that why you can work on your audio a little bit? Your audio is not too good. I want you to work on your audio a little bit. It's a little compromised.
Yeah, Sam, it's not good at all. It's not good at all. It's not good.
Yeah, your audio is not good. So Patrick, that's it. When you see your leaders, they see the country's resources as elephant meat, where they can take it, they can go fight each other. I mean, a crew brother fighting another man, his fellow crew brother, he's happy about it, and he say, I killed the largest elephant in the southeast, and now I am home, I was catching crayfish before, and now I got the elephant, I'm now here to develop Buto. I mean, you know that you have a failed state already. You have failed leaders that don't think holistically about the country. They think about their little tribal villages and towns. And Patrick, once we continue to think like this, for the next 178 years, Liberia will be at the same point, okay? Where the leaders will be thinking about, oh, I'm going to its Capitol building, or I'm going there to get the highest position that will be lucrative, that will get me money. And then I was just thinking about my village. Patrick, guess what? Coon's presence in district number 1, whether Romeo likes it or not, is a threat to Romeo. The guy is gradually making inroads, like what you call him, Snow did. He migrated from another area, he went to another area, and now he is there. This guy now got the elephant. What that means is he has the money, and to do anything in that district, Romeo Kuyahu won election based on what the Electoral Commission that co-decided the victory of Romeo Quia. And he's beyond the man that get the elephant. And now he breaking right now. You guys help me to legitimize to get the elephant that I got right now. Romeo is done. Romeo Quia is done. The guy is coming now to his people. That why he tried to develop his village now so that he can seem like a good guy. All alone, he abandoned his people. And now he got for elephant leader Bobby Shea, and the people will vote for him based on tribalism and not on ideology and not on vision. No, they're coming now to get. Sam, let's try you again and see. Otherwise, yeah, let's try your audio again.
Yeah, yeah, Darke.
Yeah, better now. Go ahead.
Am I live?
Go ahead.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that the speaker entering that mean the southeastern was not a bad thing. I think it is a historic event for the term in the country. I mean, to intrude in the southeastern region, and not just the southeastern region, but the top certain part of the southeastern region, which is district number 2, 3. That's the entire district. What I feel, because most of the representation from those various districts, they were present. They were there. They were present. They were there. And we know what entail. So what has happened for a speaker of the 55th legislature was coming to embrace the idea. It is good. But what is it behind the information? What are some of those policies making think? I mean, what are some of those things that you think? Because people, you from the, you were introduced by the Buto, by the Buto region. I mean, from the Buto, I think, that was really to from. I mean, that is history, I don't know these things. You from the Buto area.
Sam.
Yeah.
I want us to transition to the next topic here. I want you to kind of adjust yourself. You're not properly on camera. Yeah, so yeah, let's get to the next topic here, Patrick. Maybe you want to elevate yourself to and get on the other side a little bit. Yeah, so you guys can be properly seen. There you go. Yeah, now, so let me get to the next talking point and go running out of time here because of the technical problem we had earlier. So I want us to go. Your man, let me say, I shouldn't say your man, our man, or our lawmaker, the Honorable Alex Sonnyboy Noah, a proposal. I want us to talk about it. Yeah, let me put Sam backstage until he's ready to go. All right, so let's talk about our lawmaker, District Number 3, Sinoe County, Alex Sonnyboy Noah. All right, and I think Patrick, you added something to that as well. I think it's Gedeh County Senator talking about, or lawmaker talking about student loan, and now our man Noah is talking about lowering the age of eligibility to run for office in the country. All right, so I will, let's see whether we can bring Sam first, and whether his audio will be good, and then I will bring you in. So give your viewer, give my viewer, we'll go to the next topic here quickly. Sam. Hey Sam, are you there?
So, Darke, am I live?
Yeah, your audio is so bad, man. That's the problem. You're having a bad audio.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, I'll give you a shot. Let's see. Let's give you a shot. Go ahead.
Okay. The critical journalist. How are you?
Patrick, I think Sam is Sam. I don't know whether you're hearing us. There's a lot of delay. So Patrick, let's go ahead with the topic here. The student loan and the new bill. Our man he put forward for to lower the age to 21 years to participate to run for office in the country. Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, the two bills have good intents. First, the student loan bill is a good one. Uh, it is people driven. It is people centered. I think it gives at least premier. It places premier on youth development, youth education, and the empowerment. Uh, that bill, what will be a major impediment for that bill is lack of opportunities. Because where you guys are, sorry, where you go your first degree and you're pursuing your second degree, a lot of people are going to school, you guys live on student loan. You go to school on student loan. But the thing is, you are empowered to pay back. Okay? You have the means to pay back. When you take the student loan, for example, when you take the loan, you as you go to school, you are paying small. And if you can't pay, they drop you. In Liberia, it's an opportunity for young people. They will take advantage of it. But what is the mechanism to pay back? No jobs, no empowerment opportunity, no livelihood opportunities. That students can save money, they can work, and then pay their loan back. So it's a good one, but implementing it will be a very difficult thing because no opportunities for Liberian students. Maybe those who will enjoy it are those whose parents are already in power. Those who are in privileged position already who got money are the thing will enjoy. Okay, but for the poor man's child, no, I don't think, I mean, it will be an opportunity for him or her because there will be no means to pay back. Now, on the second bill introduced by Honorable Noam, Honorable Noam also has good intent. Yes, they have good intent. It means well for the young people. And I think uh, he tries to tell them that he cares for them or he cares about them. But there is just some little constitutional or parliamentary errors on the part of Honorable Noam. Now, the issue, the parliamentary errors or constitutional errors on the part of our North Bill. Now, to amend the Constitution, you don't need a bill. To amend the Constitution, what you call a bill is just something in the form of a petition. All right, it should be a petition, not a bill. That's the first thing. It should be a petition because any change to the Constitution goes through an amendment. And the amendment it comes in various processes. One, the amendment is proposed. It proposed and along through a petition in the legislature, along from the House or from the Senate, and that proposal must be voted on by 2/3 majority of both houses. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if an amendment can also come through a citizen petition, the citizens can go around and solicit 10,000 signatures to change anything in the Constitution. Also, when those signatures are collected, the law states also those signatures must be approved by 2/3 of both houses' majority votes. That's the other part of it. That's the other part of it. Now, when the amendment or the petition or the resolution is approved by the House, the third process is the House now presents it for the people's approval through a popular vote in a process called national referendum. And that referendum should be held. It should be held only, not more than 1 year after the approval. So meaning, for example, if the approval takes place, if the approval takes place in this if it takes place on October 31st, it means that by October 30, 2026, that referendum must be held. So I think Honorable Noah, with his good intent, he mixes, he mixes the process, the procedure, parliamentary as well as the constitutional, provision layout, and what he calls a bill should be a petition, and that petition can only be a resolution by joint houses. And now what did he say? In his press conference, he said, for instance, the bill will be supported by his colleague. He hopes, he prays that his colleague will support the bill. When they pass it, they send it to the Senate. The Senate concurs with the House and goes to the President. The President signs the bill before it goes for referendum. Not a long process. So you see, so he no one puts the bill in a swing. All right, he puts the bill in a swinging pendulum. So it just goes around. When it should just be a little petition put on the floor. Gentlemen, I want the age of non-people be changed from 25 to 21 to run for office. And then they will put on it, send it to the other house, on the two tiers agree, send it to next for a referendum. Now, on the other part is on the technical aspect of the whole bill. In this country, at least at age 18, somebody can finish high school in this country. At least at age 18. At age 18, you can finish high school. So if you finish high school at age 18, it is assumed also that by age 22, you will get a first degree. And if God gives you opportunity, at age 24, you can have what? Your second or your master's degree. And when you have a master at age 24, for instance, it simply means that you have metamorphosized into the stage of maturity, the stage of raising a family now, the stage of the working class. Maybe you're working now, you're making some money for yourself, you get money in your account, you're raising your family, you are now on your own. It means at that time. So the intent and spirit of the Constitution is clear. It is not merely to deny people the right to participate in the election. The intent of the framers is that at least by age 24, you will have had your master's degree or your second degree, or at that time you have raised a family, or at that time you have worked and made some money for yourself. For instance, former information minister Lawrence Goblet, at the age of 23, he started his PhD program. At the age of 23, not anybody, research it. Lawrence Goblet, who was former information minister. At the age of 23, he started doing his PhD. So you see, so the intent of the Constitution is clear that at least by that time, and Patrick, who have had his first degree, maybe a master's degree, Patrick who have married, Patrick now who have been mature, his parties who have grown, he has been a responsible man, and now he can run for office. And so I think Honorable Noah misses out on a lot of political and constitutional things. And but I think to change anything mentioned in the Constitution, it doesn't need a bill. All it needs is a petition. And that petition must be approved by 2/3 majority of both houses and then put up for referendum. Thank you.
All right, Sam, let's take your take. What do you make of this idea of, student loan, introducing the concept of student loan in Liberia and the reduction of the eligibility age as proposed by our man Alex Honorable Noah to reduce it to 21. You said to 21 years, right? Right now it's about 25, and say it should come down to 21. What do you make of it?
Thank you very so much, Dyke. Patrick, I think the both of you are getting it clear.
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, the introduction that bill, it makes sense. It makes serious sense, but if we look at our tradition, if we look at our economic situation, if we look at our society, does it fit in our society? I mean, I think a logical person will just look at it to fit, it is in a fit in the Western area where, I mean, rights, equal opportunities are provided to all other citizens. Yes, but not in Liberia today. I think what I've been following the argument coming from Patrick. I mean, on his page, I mean, counter arguing that bill. This is what at the end, this is what will happen. Predicting. But people are seeing these things. I think leaders who will just come out and make this kind of law. They should first of all reflect the state of our people. I mean, their condition. I mean, our society, we find ourselves in. So if you are making this law, the people. But if all you want to say that yesterday, I'm saying that, to be heard, in the public level, then you are not in the interest of the people. And this thing should be talked about. Patrick, Patrick have been talking about, so why is it, so you coming up with that kind of bill? Let's take for example, you have 15 within your office. I'm not personal. I'm not just talking to all of the lawmakers. All other lawmakers in the Republic of Liberia, that particular law it applies to them because it is not only somebody who making that law. That law, I think, if that law is it will benefit the Liberians. So this argument is not so much, it's not the focus on the number two representative or producing a bad bill. So it should not be seen the bad bill. But let's look at what is trying with it before we look at for us to lay that basis that what I want to do. So
I want you to wrap up your thought so we can go to the next thing. So I can come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, 1 minute, not just half minute, half minute. So if you are producing that kind of bill, those who are in the office, those are people that your staffers. So all of your staffers, the poverty rate in Liberia is very, that I don't know about it. Because the 40 years old people, they are still in representative office, people who should be developing their skill in another world. But because they feel that yes, indeed, this is the way they can survive. So they, they take me out of you. So if you come to that kind of, I know how kind of people that were fed in the society, don't you? And we would know that yes, indeed, we are for the people. You have that kind of, you have that kind of concept. The mind is, but you have to think about it logically. Whether it will affect the people positively or negatively. These are the things that if you think about any that meaning that you are in the interest of people. It's a good bill, but does it suit in our current reality? These are things we should be talking about. So I'll stop that. I think we go ahead.
Well, put yourself on mute. So here's what I think, right? Let's start with the student loan. You see, Patrick is saying this notion of thinking in this capitalist framework, it just I don't know how people be thinking like that, right? So you have, Patrick, you have countries right now that are talking about educating their people. Okay, so you have, say, for example, France. France gives some people, Patrick, you want to come on the other side? You'll be okay on camera. Yeah, on the other side, there you go. Yeah, so you have France, for example. France is giving your citizens free education. Germany is giving your citizens free education. To understand the same thing in China. If you come to Africa, Botswana, education is free. You know, I think Rwanda, to understand, is somewhat free, right? But Liberia, for some reason, the leaders, they think capitalistically. It is about making profit out of poor people. Even though the very constitution that they took oath, Patrick, to defend and protect. If you look at, say, for example, Article 4 of the Liberian Constitution, it says, Article 4C, or no, let me do Article 6 of the Constitution. Article 6 of the Constitution, it says here clearly, the Republic shall, because of the vital role assigned to the individual citizens, the vital role assigned to the individual citizen under this Constitution for the social, economic, and political well-being of Liberia, provide equal access to educational opportunities. Equal access, right? Education. Let's stop there for example. If you are giving student loans and you have people in different economic brackets, so Patrick might be lucky, his father or his parents, they are doing good, they are in government, right? They can afford to get student loan. So how about the other one, the old man, Hawa, for example, or Paye from Sinoe, or what part of the country from the village that can't afford. I don't know what are the criteria, the standard they will set for people to get student loan, right? If you have people, they look at your bracket. Okay, so let's look at the first portion, right? So they say the government should provide equal access to educational opportunities and facilities for all citizens to the extent of available resources, right? Yes, the crucial part of the provision, Article 6 of the Constitution, say emphasis shall be placed on the mass education of the Liberian people and the elimination of illiteracy. That the Constitution. So, Patrick, do you eliminate illiteracy in an area that is ridden by poverty and you get student loans? You know what student loan is? It's money given to students, to poor people for interest. That is business. So the lawmaker, is it from what? Gedeh, you said? From Gedeh County? So the lawmaker is a capitalist. They want to do profit. Maybe they have partnership with some of these banks so that they can do business out of all poor people that are struggling. Patrick, I would say that you have billions of dollars, but you want the poor person, you give the poor person money and the poor person to give you more money back on top of the money you are giving the person. And these are the ideas that, our politicians, they subscribe to. They're talking about student loan, even though the Constitution says there should be policy in place to eliminate illiteracy in the mass education. So like I always reference George Weah policy of getting rid of school fees of free public education. It is in line with the Constitution because it's talking about mass education of the people. That's the policy that the leaders should supposed to be pursuing. Put money into public institutions so they can be free with quality so people can go there and get educated instead of talking about student loans. Partly, in the US, the number of people, some of us are in student loan there in the country, 1.1 or 1.8 trillion dollars. The people that are all student loan in the country, $1.8 trillion or above that. Now, how much people are in there? Before you even get a job after you already get the humongous student loan bill on your back already. And that's why America is not competing with the rest of the world because the citizens are struggling. And guess what? When you file for bankruptcy, the student loan can go away. is on you forever. And those corporations that plundering, that looting from the government, they can file for bankruptcy and they can forgive them. But right now, Patrick, I can't file for bankruptcy. That student loan debt will be on my back. Okay? They can't forgive it. And that's the same policy our lawmakers are talking about in Liberia. That is ridiculous. That's a bad thinking. Capitalism is not helping the world. Capitalism, if you look at the whole world, with the exception of a few countries, the rest of the countries in the world, they are capitalistic. How many of them doing well, Patrick? A lot of the countries in the world are struggling under capitalism. But our leaders are still thinking capitalistically. It's about profit and doing business with poor people and getting interest. So when it comes to the proposal of Mr. Noah, Patrick, Mr. Noah is jumping the gun, right? The guy, this is what Noah is supposed to do. I think we talked about it the other day, Patrick. This is where your man Noah is supposed to start from. I think one of the lawmakers from Monserrado County, he started with something like that. That's what we talked about this the other day. We talked about the decent bill act, whatever you want to call it, the decent act bill. Okay? Or it says here, Patrick, our people are getting, the people that work for Sonny Boy Noah right now, they are getting 68 cents per hour. So when people work for 8 hours or more than that, they get $5.50 a day. That's what they get. If you're not working with Sonny Boy Noah or in the formal sector, and you are horse gay and horse boy, the way they janitor, those kind of names that they call them, you make 43 cents an hour. That is slavery right here. So when they work whole day, they get $3.50. That's what Sonny Boy Noah is supposed to focus on. You cannot these people cannot work all day and you pay them 68 cents an hour. That's what Sonny Boy Noah is supposed to be focusing on. Hey, he's talking about, lowering eligibility age to make it 21. And these guys can make, Patrick, they make references, they make comparisons that I don't know what they think about it. Okay. You reference Botswana, you reference Rwanda, the country that got similar policy. What is going on in Rwanda? Our own brother, Hugh Blady, when you were in Rwanda, I had an interview with him. And I asked him, I said, Hugh, what do you think about corruption in Rwanda? He said, my brother, when you get engaged in corruption in the country, the people don't joke here. So what I'm saying in other words, Patrick, you have no system in Liberia that holds people accountable. And Sonny Boy Noah is talking about, you know what? Let's lower the age so we can bring more young people. Okay, the first young man we have, for example, Sinoe County, the man can be beating each other. That's Sonny Boy Noah. What they say that Sonny Boy Noah is doing right now in the Capitol building. As a matter of fact, before he got in the Capitol building, what was he doing at the Port of Greenville? I don't have the time now. As a matter of fact, let me do something here. To show the young man history, Sonny Boy Noah, you're talking about young people coming to power. The older woman that is in, Sylvia is like, she advanced in age a little bit. She far ahead of Sonny Boy Noah. See what the older woman is doing, then what Sonny Boy Noah did. So you talked about bringing young people to power, but the young people, they get the one that is there right now. When you were at the Pope, let's play a little video.
Y'all see it in the past government, the people of Sinoe Greenville City. Y'all see the past government at the building what you see. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Then I will take that to the new building that the government constructed in Greenville. Y'all see the past government, you see what doing. Y'all see the offices. Y'all see the offices. Y'all see, show you all this side. Y'all see the offices. Then let me show you guys the new building that the government constructing now. Y'all can see it. The chief everything the biggest stabilizing. Green pattern. Welcome to the seaport of Sinoe. You're speaking with Honorable Sheriff. I'm the. And you don't know. Then you come on the other side. You come see it. Come see it. You better look at it. Everywhere good. You see that? Everywhere good. Everywhere. Show to the water. Come crazy. Show to the water. See. Show to the water. Show to the water. Let's come. Come see. Don't let them see you. See the video. Let's see it. That your seafood. You sound like the government. You see how the food. see the ship? Doing the walking and the ship, man. But nevertheless, here come to the other side. Asimo! Asimo! Come to the other side. Y'all congrats Honorable Sekou Hassan to go to the comment section. Y'all congrats JMB to the comment section. Let's go. Asimo! 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 You see it?
So, Patrick, I just wanted to play that video to tell the difference between the young generation and the old generation, right? Sonny Boy Noah is beating his chest in Sinoe County. He's the youngest lawmaker in the history of Sinoe County. See how he led the Port of Greenville. The man left that place dilapidated and all in trash. And since he got, when Sonny Boy Noah even running for office, the people say, what do you plan to do for your people? The man said he has no plan. He has no platform. But he is there talking about reducing age so that we can have inexperienced people coming so they can join in to loot. This is about looting. He goes to July 26th celebration and he said, oh, you know what? I build horses and I don't sleep in no horses. I got one in Pine Town, I got one in the other place. It's about the amalgamation of resources for the brother. So lowering the age and comparing to other countries, you have countries that have systems in place so they hold people accountable. So about Noah, we have to start talking about giving the young people that you're talking about, for example, give them some job, let it perform in that area. Let's see what you can do. You think Julia Malema became national figure in South Africa overnight? No, he started from the local level. He was youth chair, whatever you, and he grew over time, you know. So he became who he is right now. So the boy Noah just want to lower age so they can kind of loot in a country where there is no system, where they can bring criminals from other countries, then they accept them, the people are cited. Those are the kind of policy the guys are taking. I mean, the guy has no idea. He has no idea. He's talking about why is it that you can vote for a president, but you are not eligible to run for office. Making a choice and running a national office or country, that are two different things. But the people that gave us democracy, the Plato, the Aristotle guys, if you read the Republic, Plato's Republic, right? The guys were even against democracy. Democracy was next to tyranny. When you look at the government, the former government, they listed, right? Democracy is next to tyranny. And Socrates or Aristotle, not Aristotle, but Plato, when he talked about the different forms of government, he said, you know what form of government you wanted? It's aristocracy. So you were talking about the philosopher king. You know what the philosopher king is? The job of a philosopher king in the context of the republic, as Plato gave it to us, is somebody whose job exclusively, Patrick, is to lead the state. The man will go to school for 40 years, according to the Republic. 40 years just learning how to lead. Because he asked a fundamental question. He said, Patrick, when you're on a ship, because he sees the country like a ship, the ship got a lot of passengers on board. If you want this ship to navigate this ship, do you put somebody to navigate the captain of that ship? Do you put somebody there who is not trained? We just put anybody there to navigate the ship or the ship. So he sees the country like that as well. You don't just put anybody in charge of the state because it's a ship that you are steering on the water. Any decision you make, or if you are inexperienced, you will kill a lot of people. Okay, so Plato, Aristotle, those guys, they're against democracy because he says it's the next stage to tyranny. All right, so we have Sonny Boy Noah that don't read about the different form of government. They want to bring novices, people that have no clue how government runs, right? They want to bring them to power. The young man we have right now in Sinoe County, you know what he's doing right now? You saw the presentation he made in the Capitol building the other day, Patrick. I think you did a reporting on that too as well. The man now, I mean, indirectly you calling Savior Talley to come so they can investigate a woman. Because he said some young guy was showing the picture, the guy was beating, a worker was beating at the port, and he carried it in the Capitol building to make a presentation so they can call the people for questioning. Okay, so Patrick, when something happens in your county, what do you just go on a house floor to present it, or you call the people involved? Do you call Xavier Tyler to get us out the story what happened, or you just go in the Capitol building and say, "Oh, let the people come for questioning"? Is that how you lead? And that's the kind of man I'm talking about, bringing more young people. He's a young man, and he's making all these wrong decisions in the country. You're talking about investigating. You got your port director, the woman in your country, in your state. They play, that's your county, where you are leading for 6 years and you could not renovate one building. That woman is radically changing that place. And whatever happened there, do I support people beating people? No, but I don't know the full story. I can't speak to it. Call the woman and get her side. She's the leader of that place. When something goes on inside the county right now, especially district number 3, we don't just say, "Oh, you're arrest Sonny Boy Noah." We have to call the man to get what is going on in your district, Sonny Boy Noah. What happening? We want to hear from you. You're the leader of that place. But Sonny Boy Noah, because of politics, because he failed us at the Samuel Ross Port of Greenville, he left rotten buildings there. And the woman is changing that place. He getting scared because he's thinking about 2029 right now. So he wants to bring the woman to humiliate her. So she can go to district number 3, and she would, because that's a major talking point, and say, "You know what? Sonny Boy Noah left the Port of Greenville rotting." And I revamped that whole place. He's not the right man. He is in the Capitol building right now. Our people are getting 86 cents pay per hour. Sonny Boy Noah is getting $20,000 every month in Liberia, plus pardon, plus gas money, for everything else. He is not thinking about getting the wage, the 40 cents, 43 cents the domestic workers are getting. He is not talking about improving that thing for the people. No, Sonny Boy Noah is talking about lowering age. You know how we call that in philosophy? We call that red herring. You take your attention from the major things that are happening in the country. It's a distraction. That's what Sonny Boy Noah is doing, because he has no idea. He has no idea. It's nothing good to proffer. So you want to tell me the people will amend the Constitution for Sonny Boy business? They would not amend the Constitution for that nonsense he's doing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you see, the people say charity begins at home. Now, again, I repeat and maintain that our Noah has good intent. But let's trace his intent to his office. He got chief of staff. He got special assistant, administrative assistant, executive secretary, political officer, resource officer, 2 drivers, 2 security, 1 driver, yard, and etc. These are the positions. Does anyone at H21 occupy those positions? Any of the position in Noah's office? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Noah's chief of staff is not 21. His special assistant is not 21. His administrative assistant is not 21. His political officer is not 21. His resource officer is not 21. His secretary is not 21. His secretary is not 21. His yard is not 21. His 2 security guys are not 21. His driver is not 21. So even in the office, if you get post somebody, if you get post somebody in a position of trust at the age of 21, how possibly somebody at the age of 21 contest me against a powerful lawmaker will have a chance to even win? Or is it just about winning? Is it just a mere participation, or is it about winning? So you see, but again, if I were known, I would fire my resource officer. Because the job of the resource officer is a research. For instance, and one of the important and one of the fundamental considerations in research is if you are proposing a law, ask yourself, this law I'm proposing, will it contradict the Constitution or will it be inconsistent with the Constitution? This law here, will it contradict existing laws or statutes or penal codes, case, and other things? You ask yourself those questions. So basic questions. And when you find answers to those questions down there, you go ahead. You go ahead. And but again, I think there are better things to reduce. For example, the salary can be reduced, the benefits can be reduced, the car from $45,000 to 10,000 or even a 5,000 car can be, that could be a good reduction for lawmakers. So many things can be reduced. Okay, so many things can be reduced other than the age, because the reason the age is mentioned, even in the U.S. Constitution, I think it's 1625. Yes, in the American Constitution, it's 1625.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The age for representative in the U.S. Constitution is 25.
Right.
Yeah. To run for Congress, to run for Congress in the House is 25. The rationale is because by that time you have matured, you have economically been viable, you have raised a family, you have been working by that time for some money, So then the other thing you talk about that makes sense. If the superintendent, if something happens at the administrative building, if something happens at the administrative building and maybe few MIA employees are suspended for what happened, a lawmaker from Sinoe or from any county will just go to the house and say, invite the MIA minister, invite the minister of external affairs. You will not even call your superintendent to ask that question, what happened? But guess what? I don't know, I think I put it in the chat room there. When the Noah's radio station reported the false story in fabrication, the men who perpetrated the attack as being responsible or as being assaulted. The next thing back and say is a lie. It is a lie. I was not insulted. The bandage on my leg, it came as a result of an accident. What the man said, Stephen Swen. So you see, this whole thing about 2029, I don't know where it's coming from, but I think it's Travis from Lord very crazy.
Yeah, Patrick, thank you so much. Thank you. Well said. I'm hearing from you, say, for example, the get yabo. You're talking about men, right? Because you said nobody is below 21 years, right? So that men, you get men doing Sunday ball. Opening gate for Sunday ball. No, the men. You see, that's where you have a problem. The problem is already there. I would think that Sunday ball Noah would say, you know what? We're going to look for. Like for example, Obama, he has a foundation, right? They train young leaders. They train people how to be leaders. Those are the kind of things that you look for opportunity to send young people to learn how to lead, to learn about leadership. Send them to seminars and different things. Look for opportunities for the children so they can learn. Patrick, if you go to school, before you finish, let's just say your last year, or maybe your last, they send you somewhere they call internship, right? They don't just wake up and say, when you graduate, you will be the director. No, unless that your family company now, But when you finish with a degree here and stuff, you go to internship, you got to learn how people do things, Before when you finish that, then you put that on your resume, that you have some sort of practical experience after you learn all the theory in the classroom. They not just wake up and say, can't be the director. What experience do you have? So this guy is talking about leading almost 6 million people. Oh, you bring 21-year-old, 40-year-old, you can't do nothing about it. But you bring 21-year-old man or woman. No, let's find opportunity for, let's train the young people. Let's find mentorship programs for them. Let them go there and learn how to be leaders. And Johnny Boy Noah is just doing auto. I mean, the guy doesn't know what he's doing in the Capitol building. He's trying to disgrace Celia Talley because they were more making difference. Where he said for 6 years, he could not even run one building. The young man you're talking about. All right, Patrick, let's transition here. We have serious problem, leadership problem in Liberia. And yes, we got serious leadership problem. Sonny Boy Noah talking about lowering the age for 21-year-old to run because they're doing it in Rwanda. You know what Rwanda is doing? The people got systems set up. What? What are you talking about? All right, so you get time to read about that place. So Patrick, let's talk about this one here. I said the rise of gerontocracy. Gerontocracy. Gerontocracy is an offensive word for the same way you had democracy. Democracy is the rule of the people. All right, people leadership. You have autocracy, a leadership of dictator. You got monocracy, government of one person rule. We can go so gerontocracy is the government of all people. Okay, so we have an example right now in Cameroon. Okay, Cameroon. So, but Patrick, before we go ahead, let me play the quick video and then we'll go into it. I'll get your perspective. The same thing is going on around Africa. I don't know. So let's see. Let me play the quick video here. Sorry, guys, because guys, we're staying long because our service went off and we'll have to start. Well, let's play the video from this Indian lady.
Record. But pointing out that they're old, it's often seen as a low blow. Well, we are doing exactly that tonight because in Cameroon, the world's oldest president is running again. His name is Paul Biya. And guess how old he is? 92 years. He is older than the atomic bomb, older than space travel, older than the United Nations, and of course, the computer and the internet. Plus, he's been president since 1982. Millennial, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, it doesn't matter. Everyone was born under President Biya. But he's not done yet. Last week, he announced his intention to run again. The elections are scheduled in October. Cameroon elects presidents for 7 years and Paul Biya is the favorite. So he could be president until 99 years of age. This is not ambition, this is not service, this is hunger for power. Let's take a quick look at his career. Biya was born when Cameroon was still a French colony. He finished his higher studies in France. After that, he entered government service. In 1975, Biya was appointed Cameroon's prime minister. In 1982, the president suddenly resigned, so constitutionally, the job fell to him. And since then, a lot has changed. Biya faced a coup attempt. The presidential term was extended, multiple parties were allowed, term limits were abolished. Yet one thing never changed, and that is the president. Clearly, the people have become fed up. In the 1992 election, around 19% of the voters did not vote. By 2018, this number had risen to 46%. So simply put, the people are disenchanted. 1/3 of the country lives on less than $2 a day. Corruption is rampant and security is fleeting. So how does Biya win every time? Because he controls the game. The Election Commission is headed by his ally, so the game is rigged in his favor. Apparently, his biggest challenge this time is the young voter. I wonder why. Cameroon's median age is 18. Around 60% of the population is under 25 years of age, so naturally there is a gulf. His team is using social media to reach out to young voters, but most are not convinced. They don't even care about the process anymore. And this problem is not limited to Cameroon. Africa itself has so many examples. Zimbabwe had Robert Mugabe. He ruled from 1980 to 2017. That's 37 years of uninterrupted rule until he was forced out. Equatorial Guinea has had the same president since 1982. Uganda has had the same president since 1986. And beyond Africa, Tajikistan, same president since 1992, and Belarus since 1994. All these presidents have ruled for more than 30 years. Then you have non-presidents. Brunei Sultan has been ruling since 1967 and Iran's Ayatollah since 1981. If you've been ruling this long, chances are you are old. Like I said, Paul Biya.
Patrick, if you've been ruling this long, chances are you are very, very old. Hey, Patrick, are you there? Patrick is frozen. All right, guys. Let me see whether Patrick will come back. But there you have it. Let me bring Patrick back later. But yeah, if say Africa, or if you like the word, for some reason, is going to gerontocracy. Gerontocracy is nothing but a government of all people. We had Joe Biden in the U.S. before 80 some more years, and the people agitated. Eventually, he got out of the race. We have another geriatric right now in power, Donald Trump. He is 70s. I mean, we're seeing the trend globally. We're seeing all men, they are in power. And in the case of Africa, the difference between the Western world and Africa, Donald Trump did not get in power in 1980. I mean, Joe Biden, even though he's been there, at least in Congress for a long time. But in the case of Africa, the leaders like Paye, that man does not even know what is going on around him. Mr. Paye does not stay in his own country. He stays out of the country. The man, during the whole election circle, the man only came out once. And he won. He declared the winner. He got 53%. How the hell you only appear and you hardly speak and you are winning, you are being declared the winner of an election over 53% of the votes. That shows that conspicuously is cheating. You are cheating broad day. You did not campaign for more than twice. And you got 53% of the vote. And then when you look at the whole structure in Cameroon, if you look at the leadership structure in our country, the people that are in power, you know that something is wrong. Okay, if you look here, for example, I think somebody posted this. I mean, look at Paul Biya, 92 years. The chair of the president of the Constitutional Council, 91 years. The chief of staff for the military, the army, 91 years. You got the president of the Senate, 84 years. You got the minister of justice, 83 years. You got the speaker of the National Assembly, 85 years. I mean, what sort of, I mean, look, even the army, that guy, the chief of staff for the army, can he even run? Does he know what it means to be? I mean, I don't know. So Africa, this is the problem right here. Look at the president of the Constitutional Council. The man even got that colonial hair stuff on his head. He can't even, maybe he doesn't have sense with other things behind his head. You know? So you got the old men for 80 plus years, 90 years, and Cameroon still looks like a trash. But these people, they still want to remain in power. And I don't blame these people. I blame the young people in Cameroon. Because you are so scared to the point where you have your great-great-great-grandparents, these people old. They're supposed to be in a nursing home. But you're scared. You have to add the people in Madagascar. They chase the other men out of power the other time. You have to come up. The people at Cameroon, they got to stand up. Or else, these old men that are wearing pampers, they'll be leading. They don't even know how to use a phone. They don't know how to use it. They don't even know how to use iPad. They don't know how to use a laptop. But they should be in power. Okay? So until the people stand up for themselves, Cameroon going to be in a mess. And right now the country is burning. The people are waking up. I saw this flyer. Look at the timeline. If for 19 79 to 1983 in Nigeria. He has Shinu in power. Paul Biya was still in power. 1983 to 1985, you have Buhari in power in Nigeria. Paul Biya still in power. From 1985 to 1993, you have Ibrahim in power in Nigeria. Paul Biya still in power in Cameroon. From 1993 up to present, 1993, you have another leader, Ernest. Paul Biya still in power. 1993 to 1998, they have Sani Abacha. Paul Biya still in power. Olusegun Obasanjo, 1999 to 2007. Paul Biya still in power. Omaru Musa, 2007 to 2010. Paul Biya still in power. We got Tinubu right now, up to present. Paul Biya still in power. Something is wrong, guy. And the guy cannot even change a country. Look at the videos and see how Cameroon looks. And the people are still condoning these things. Even the opposition leader himself is someone years old. What is wrong with the young people in Cameroon? Why are they allowing these geriatric, these old people to intimidate them? They can't stand up. They can't be like Burkina Faso. They got to stand up for yourselves. If you work for the old men, you will die poor. Because they don't care. They don't care. So guys, Africa, the leaders got to wake up. Or the young people, they got to wake up. You've been sleeping too much. Your great-grandparents, they're still in power. And you don't want to stand up for yourself. You got to. Freedom, according to Martin Luther King, is now voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. You have been oppressed for 40 some more years. And you still can't stand up for yourself. You got to stand on the young people of Cameroon. You got to free yourself. Paul Biya doesn't understand these things. The man is about, he got this lady beyond, she looks at witchcraft. I don't know that woman is a witch. I mean, I was like, what? I mean, PLO told us this thing and said, a dancer, there must be a time that a dancer must leave the stage. If you are a good dancer, no matter how good of a dancer you are, if you don't leave the stage the appropriate time, the people will start to boo you. The elders too for Ghana, they have the parable. When a bird stays too long on the branch of a tree, it invites a stone. Paul Biya is inviting a stone now. He has overstayed his usefulness. It's too much. You want additional 7 years to be 99 years to lead power. You don't even know. They brought the man Paul Biya came to the U.S. Africa Summit here, and the man even know where he was. He fighting on stage. The aide that got to tell you it's your turn to speak. And the people at Cameroon, they had the audacity. Their constitutional council, they declared that man the winner. I was like, what? How can you treat your people like that? How can you not be so? The people of Cameroon, all I can say, the young people specifically, you got to stand up to this tyrant you have. Paul Biya got to go. He has to go. He overstayed his political usefulness. He has nothing left in him. The man is not in the country. He's out of the country and sleeping in a 5-star hotel. He doesn't know what is going on in his country. But they got that man in power. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much. It's a long show because we had this stuff, what happened in Facebook, cut the first, so we have to come back to wrap it up, guys. So I want to say thank you so much. Ivory Coast is the same thing. Alassane Ouattara over there, he took his opposition, they took them. The man also extended they took term limit from there. So he can, they're just going around all over the world, man. Donald Trump over here talking about going for third term in the U.S., and all of that. So, guys, gerontocracy, the government of all people. Other countries, they have theocracy before God is leading. In North Korea, you have, people will say that oligopoly, not oligopoly, but monocracy, one man rule. right? Monocracy. But I think in North Korea is necocracy. Government, a state ruled by their man, because the guy Kim Jong-un, the people are worshiping his father, his dead father. Necocracy. That's what going. So in the case of Cameroon and other countries, gerontocracy, government of old people. All right, great grandpa, great grandpa, great grandma. As a matter of fact, if you look at the list, no woman on a bunch of men. Okay, so a bunch of men. Women don't get power in Cameroon. See them? No, I don't see women. So the people, they gotta stand up, especially the young men and women in Cameroon. They gotta stand up to these old men. If they sit by and they're afraid, revolution comes by young people. The Jesus, some of the people believe, you were 30-some years when you started the revolution. I mean, across Africa, those that started the revolution, they're now old people. And you have young, 30 million, a country, 30 million, and you have old man, Paul Biya, is suppressing you and you're sitting down. Come on, man. Y'all got to wake up. All right, guys, that's how we're doing it for the day. We want to say thank you so much. And we'll be back here again next Thursday. And to bring you another fascinating coverage. I want to say thanks to Patrick for joining me. His service is up. You know, that's how it is in Liberia, Joseph Barker, Liberia. We have, again, it's gerontocracy, government of old people. They're all over the place, you know, so Liberia got an old man over there too. The internet is not working properly, so the guys will kind of struggle to get online. All right, so that's how we're bringing the curtain down for today. We want to say thank you for joining us today. And we'll be back again next week. All right, so let me get here and get my departure music for you. I want to say we got other topics that we'll cover. We can't cover everything today. So again, thank you so much. As a matter of fact, let me look at your comments while I'm closing up here. Watching from Working, Minnesota, I want to say thanks to Pastor Gedeh. I'm following from Greenville. Thank you for Ezekiel. Santu Solo. I'm watching from Greenville. Thanks for watching. I'm following from Morovia. Gali. Wanja, thanks for following. Nathan. Jebele, good afternoon. I'm following you from my Congo Town resident in Greenville. They got Congo Town in Greenville. Okay. All right. Thanks for following, buddy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Garrison, good evening, guys. I'm following from New Jersey, ST, Ghanaville, Morovia, Liberia. Okay, guys, those are the comments I'm saying. All of you that are following, want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for following us today. And I want to close with this music right now. Some elder music here. No, that's not what I want, but we're going to leave with that.
I'm on